Oh, Neuroscape, the new cyberpunk-themed TCG. No, not that one. Neuroscape. They've just recently fulfilled their Kickstarter pledges, and I got myself a booster box. So today, I, Cody of Cody's Cardboard, am going to show you, some cardboard. Alright, full disclosure, I don't know much about these cards yet. I like to go in blind so I can experience the art and all the different biddies for myself the first time. Also, I've noticed that every TCG, their packs feel like they open slightly different. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. All right, the first pack. Ooh, I'm excited. But that all being said, I probably won't know if I pull something good. So we'll figure that out. Overload MK1. Rarity is down here at the bottom. So like this one is a common. And then down here, for people that don't play Neuroscape, this is the faction. I'm looking for Corpo. It's kind of like a money symbol. Although honestly, I'm down for whatever. Digital Spectre, that's a cool looking one. I've only played Corpo and Dust Runner. Shredder, Skin Smasher, Death Metal. Had this one played against me. Destroy target character, Firewall. Cortex Crab, an uncommon. Oh, I like that. Megaroids Kiwi Crush. Till end of turn, target character you control gets +4/+4 and +5 Psychosis. If that character is not cybernetic, it gets an additional +5 Psychosis. I like that. I might have to look into that a little bit. Power Spike. Deja Vu QR with a foil. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Foil on that is very nice. Genocide. Name a faction, destroy all characters of that faction, but then you do lose one of each health type for each character destroyed that way. And we've got the Synthetics Mainframe. Very snazzy. So what I will do is I will pull all my pretty cards to the side. And I'm gonna sort everything else later. I've never done an unboxing like this before, so I don't really have a system down. All right, pack number 2. The Grid. We've got an environment. On net check, the active player may index 3 program. Reveal the top 3 cards of their cyber deck. Put 1 program into your hand and bin the rest. Okay. I do like the environments. If you guys don't know, environments go on the board, and there's 1 in play at a time, and it affects both players. So like if I play this, and my opponent's like, hey, I don't like that very much, he can either play something to destroy a program or an environment, or he can just play an environment on top of it, and that overrides what I have. Fishing, Binary Blast, Tagger, Eat Me. All characters you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. If you control Alice Dreamwalker, instead put a +1/+1 counter on these characters. Oh, that's pretty good. I do like that. The Moon. I have not gotten to see any of the tarot cards yet, so I'm excited to see these. Don't know what they do, gonna be honest. Swift, run X characters where X is the number of tarots played this turn. Okay. Also, Swift is like fast speed, right? So if you're used to other TCGs that have fast spells, that's what we're looking at here. Redirect. Neural Disruptor. That's a rare. Malicious. Okay. Oh, I like that. That looks nice. Download more RAM. I like this card. And Deep Net. Now this is a game I had backed without looking too much in the gameplay. I think shortly after I backed there was an opportunity to play it on Tabletop Simulator. But I wasn't really playing a lot of TTS at the time. But last night I did, ooh, Riot Blade. I like this. I like gear in games. TCGs, I'm a big guy. I'm a big sucker for lots of gear and equipment, so I really like seeing that in this game. Ooh, max gains. I like that. All characters gain stamina. Character doesn't run when it attacks. Running in this game, it's like tapping. In order to declare an attack, you have to run them. The Plug, Back Alley Bruisers, Beat Down, Delete, just destroy target character, Spectre 9mm, Psychic, Railgun, I like that one. Cryoblade Assassin, that's a nice looking card. I like the Cybernetics faction, or Synth, I believe some people were calling them. Iron Maiden, I got a promo of her. Maybe I'll show it at the end of this. I went to an event yesterday and got a promo. Ooh, a rare. Solar Flare, destroy all characters and programs. That is an actual board wipe. Ooh, Laser Saw Berserker. Dude, another cybernetic that just looks really cool. Character deals excess damage to defending player when blocked. So just like Trample if you're used to that. You can pay 2 until turn end. Laser Saw Berserker gets +2/0 for each cybernetic you control. On turn end, destroy them. Oh, I like that a lot. I am definitely making a deck out of these guys. We've got another mainframe here. This is a multi-faction mainframe. Thrasher and Cybernetic. Okay, I'm gonna put that over here just because I want to remember I have it. The closest thing I could relate a mainframe to is like having a commander or having like a champion that represents your deck if you play Grand Archives. It's kind of like that. It's always out on the board and it gives you various bonuses and effects depending on criteria. AZ Glass, Yacht Party, haven't seen this one before. On net check, the active player must pay 2 RAM to reveal cards from their cyber deck until they reveal a corpo character. They put it into their hand and shuffle the rest into their cyber deck. Ooh, I like that. So right now, the corpo deck I play, it revolves around a couple key characters, and I have a hard time finding them sometimes. So I like that. Scavenger, Cartographer, Canyon Stalkers. These guys are fun. Canyon Stalkers with a Hunter. If I find it later, I'll show you. But these guys, you can place marks on target characters. Then there's a Hunter that you can tap that guy to deal 5 damage to anybody with a mark on him. Really dirty. Nanobot Swarm. Why does this one look so cool? What's with the full art? That looks nice. A cyber deck can have any number of cards named Nano Swarm. Oh. So right now there is a 4 copy cap for Neuroscape, but there is a 255 deck cap for Neuroscape. Do with that what you will. Nanobot Harvester. Run 2 and run this to install 1 running RAM. Feedback. Skin Masher. Keep saying Masher. Skin Smasher. Sand Scorpion. Propaganda. AZ Optics. Attached characters gets Vision. Character can block characters with Stealth. Ew. All characters opponents control lose and get cloaked. Oh. Quantum Encryption. Oh, wow, look at that. I don't know, man. QR, this one looks a little more rare, but I have no idea. Run 2 of the Nanobot characters you control. That's an additional cost. Then you run this, additional cost, run and destroy any number of nanos you control. For each one destroyed this way, deal 1 red damage equal to its attack value to target character. Wow. I like that. Through the Looking Glass and just some really sick RAM. Oh, I had to turn the AC on. I am dying in here. I went to an event last night. Kind of a locals. It was like an hour, 15 away, not bad. Shout out to Hammerhead Games in Sacramento. I did not expect many stores to be running a smaller, new kind of, smaller release. So finding a shop that was running it pretty close, oh, I was happy with that. Exterminator, I like the look of this card. Dumpster Diver, Virtual Kid, Blackout Boys. Blackout Boys get +1/0 for each other Blackout Boys you control. Oh, I like that. Also Cybernetics. Trust Fund Baby. This comes in the Corpo starter deck. I like it. It gives you more RAM. RAM's like your main resource in this. Don't know if I explained that yet. We got Bob, Short Circuit, Antivirus, Faceless Oni. Also Cybernetics. Dual target character. Both character attacks hit each other. Okay. If Faceless Oni destroys that character, deal 3 damage to that character's controller. Lugnut. Rubber Ducky. I haven't seen this card. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That's a lot of it. Trojan. Attach it face down on target player's mainframe. You may flip and pay its ability cost to activate on any Swift check after the turn it was played, then bin it. 0 to activate. Copy target script on the cache controlled by an opponent. Ooh, I like that. The Hacker faction is cool, man. They got some awesome... Hey, look, another one. 2 Rubber Duckies for me. Ooh, a rare. Super Symmetry. All characters' base attack values are swapped with their defense values. Oh. In my Corpo deck, I run... It's a starter deck, so it's not me running it. In the Corpo starter deck, there are Riot Police. They're 1/5, and you can pay 3 to find other Riot Police in your deck and put them in your hand. And so you just get lots of Riot Police, up to 4, obviously, because of the cap. And then I could use this to swap it, so they'd all be 5 once. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And it's a rare. We're going to put that over there in my snazzy pile. Tax evasion and some awesome looking RAM here. We have like 20 packs left. Now, if you guys have been around for a second, you know I'm a big fan of Grand Archive. Like a big fan. This is the only other TCG I've found and played amongst all of my Grand Archive hype that has even remotely taken my attention. And it's really fun. The wife and I have been playing a ton. Really good game. Badlands Sniper. This is the guy I was talking about. You get, I think, a playset, maybe 3 of these in the Dust Runner starter deck. And then this with the Canyon Stalker, the Wolf, or the Coyote, Oh, just so much damage. Such a good combo. Pay 1 on that guy to put a mark on somebody, tap this guy to deal 5 damage to it. Very nice. And abilities have swift speed, so there's a lot of really cool interactions you can do with that. Unpaid intern, executive, comb the desert, ACPD drones, judgment. Until end of turn, whenever a character you control is destroyed by an opponent, destroy target character. Oh, I like that. Roadie, groupie, the star, sneakerhead, bailout. If you would lose the game this turn, instead set your bioframe and mainframe health to 1 and destroy half of your RAM rounded down. Huh, interesting. Tax evasion, serial killer. That's a cool looking card. Edward 40 hands. On your net check, put 1 drink counter on Edward 40 hands. Edward 40 hands gets plus 4-0 for every 2 drink counters on him? Whoa. Starts out as a 0-2, only costs 2. Every 2 turns, his damage goes by 4. That's pretty good. I like that. It's also a rare, so he's going to go over in our rare pile. Our rare and aboves pile. Garbage Day, Purge all recycle bins, and Aethernet. Ooh, another mainframe. Hacker and Mystic. That is a cool looking one. ACPD drones, Riot Blade. Ooh, another max gains. I like the full art on these guys. Looks really nice. Unpaid intern. Yacht Party, Astral Projector, Moonstone Data Shard, Darkstone Data Shard. Ooh, these tarot cards look awesome. Genocide, the Amrita. This is insane. Okay, so it's an environment. On net check, the active player gains 1 mainframe and bioframe health for every Dust Runner character they control. Dust Runners play a lot of cheap characters, at least their starter deck does. And so the games that I've played where this pops off, they're healing like 4 to 5 on both health pools every turn. It's insane. Synchronize, Deep Diver. Ooh, Wonderland. On net check, the active player may roll a d20. If they control Alice Dreamwalker, they roll it twice instead. 1 to 3, destroy a character they control unless they control Alice Dreamwalker. 4 to 17, they may choose target character and put an invert counter on it. If it already has one, remove one instead. 18 plus, they reveal the top card of their cyber deck. If it can be played, they set its RAM cost to 0 and play it, if not bin it. Interesting. Right into our rare pile. Time, another rare card. Refresh target character and reboot their abilities. Ooh, I like that. So refreshing a character is just, you unrun it, if you will. You untap it and reboot their abilities. Abilities can only be used once per turn. So even if the ability doesn't have the character running as a cost, even if you have enough RAM to say do it a handful of times, you can't. You can only use the abilities on a character once per turn. And then we've got Deep Net. This is a common card, but it is some sort of snazzy foil. I like that. This is the mainframe for hackers. I'll be honest, I saw the foil border when I slipped one of the cards earlier. I thought it was gonna be something pretty big. I'll take it though. Riot Police, these are those guys I was talking about. 1/5s, you can play them, and for 3, search for another Riot Police in your deck. I like that a lot. Generational Wealth. Oh, this thing is awesome. Sometimes. You can have up to 3 protocols installed on your mainframe, and you can have duplicates of protocols. So with Generational Wealth, most likely you'll have 1, but if you did have 3, for each one of those, when you get to your net check, which is right before the combat phase, you'll roll a d20. If you roll a 9 or higher, you install 1 RAM running. You could potentially get an extra 3 RAM every single turn. It's insane. I love it so much. Corpo's great. Coyote Raiders, Badlands Infantry, Dust Devil, Initiate, Justice, Death. Destroy target character. If you do, its controller creates a 2/2 Revenant token character. Temperance, Chain Amplifier. This is one of those tethers. Dust Runners love some good tethering. Artificial Inflation, Deck Collector, download more RAM. Blue Screen of Death, Mad Hatter. Ooh, that's a cool looking one. When Mad Hatter leaves play, destroy all characters with Tea Party counters. Reveal the top 2 cards of your cyber deck. Put a, I think it's Wonderland, character from among them into play with a Tea Party counter on it, and set its RAM cost to 0. Bin the rest. Up in our little rares pile. Attached to target player's mainframe. On their system check, they take 2 mainframe and 2 bioframe damage. Oh, then they draw 1. I guess you would just want to infect yourself with this. Then we could get some drawing. Be good for Thrasher. For any aggro deck. Wonder Tech. Ooh, another mainframe. I like these mainframes a lot. Some of these are really nice looking. All right, next pack, Exterminator, Scrapper, Seeker Drones. These guys are awesome. Same deal I mentioned earlier, where all activated abilities are swift speed. So run this, destroy it, and if I do, you get to deal 2 damage to any target. That's pretty good, especially because you can do it in response to a lot of things. There's a lot of really fun plays to do with that. Badlands Infantry, another Death, Temperance, Enhance. Look at the top 5 cards of target opponent's cyber deck, then put them back in any order. Man, I don't know if I would put this in my main deck, in my cyber deck. It's too situational and it takes up a card. I feel like I'd rather pull something better. But we'll see, maybe there's some tech I don't know about. You also get to see the top 5 of their deck, so you kind of know what's coming. But without knowing what's in their hand, we'll see. Chain Amplifier, another great tether. Reanimator. This art looks like Grim Dawn to me, which is not at all the same theme or universe. Maybe just because there's a crow, I think. And some blue light. Astral Cosmic Kitty. Sinister Manager. Terminate. Alice Dreamwalker. There we go. Another QR. And she's the one that's mentioned a lot. A lot of these cards. I like the Dreamwalker theme. Nux. It's just Nux. Dude, I love Cybernetic. One thing I really like about this game is it's easy just to have a cyberpunk game, I feel, that is artistically or aesthetically themed around the cyberpunk genre, but everything in this game has some sort of cyberpunk tie to it, right? Instead of the stack, you've got cash. Instead of mana, you've got RAM. Instead of tapping, you're running characters. There's a lot of techie and cyber references, and honestly, it's been way better than I expected. Not that I had low expectations, it's just been really good. It's a fun game. Scavenger, Trust Fund Baby, Riot Police, Generational Wealth, Insurance Policy, the Hierophant, Strength, that's a cool looking card. I like that. The Hermit, Spectre 9mm, Hotwire, Searcher of the Sky, Badlands, ooh, look at that. We got a foiled common of the Hermit. That looks nice. Oh, look, another one. We got a foil rare, the High Priestess. What's behind it? Uncommon. Oh, and a foil basic ram. Man, that was a nice little foil to foil to foil. I like that. We have a lot of packs to get through, so I'm going to speed up through this just a little bit. I think maybe I'll just stop for cards that I haven't quite seen yet. Moonstone Data Shard. Frenzied Fan. I haven't pulled it yet, but I played against this yesterday. If it would be destroyed, you may pay 2 and 2 health to put them into their owner's hand instead. That came into play a few times. I didn't mind them taking damage though. Death Wish. When a non-Thrasher character takes damage, destroy them. Ooh. We got the Nexus Mainframe. Oh, Synth and Corpo. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, those are my favorite 2 factions right now, Synth and Corpo. Or Cybernetic and Corpo. Every permanent card that has like a faction symbol at the bottom, that adds to your synergy. So if you have 3 characters that are Corpo, they're on the field, you have 3 synergy. So if you have 2, you can give that character +1/+1 until end of turn. 4, which is 2 and 2. Do 2 and 2 until end of turn. I like that. I wouldn't mind finding another Maximilian. And by wouldn't mind, I mean I'd like to. He's very key to the Corpo deck, the standard Corpo deck. You only get one of them. Short Circuit, Antivirus, Dust Devil Vultures, Eclipse Dropship. Whoa, okay. So you run this, you put 1 Dust Runner character from your hand into play, and set its RAM cost to 0? So for free, you just get to play with a Dust Runner character? That can't be right. That sounds awesome. Priestess. Oh wow, this is really good. So if you have the Amrita environment, run 1, run this character, heal 5 of each health. That's good. Jabberwocky, that's a rare. A 6 cost 9/9? My goodness, I haven't seen that high of stats. Acid Rain. This one can completely destroy some board states. On net check, Acid Rain deals 1 damage to all characters. Fantastic. Ooh, Berserker. I like that. I haven't seen this one before. A Thrasher Mainframe. Nice. So far, I'm very happy with what we've gotten. Badlands, Hierophant, Hermit, Psychic, Nameless, the Hanged Man, Antivirus, the Hive. Ooh. On net check, the active player creates a 1/1 drone token character. The active player, so my opponent would get to do this too? I guess it's not terrible in theory if you have things that scale with it and they don't, but I don't know if I would risk that. I do like the Nanobot theme. I can't wait to get comments about how bad I am at just ripping packs seamlessly. Dumpster Diver, Virtual Kid, Terminate. Drink Me. All characters your opponent control get -1/-1 until end of turn. If you control Alice Dreamwalker, instead put a -1/-1 counter on these characters. Ooh, Priest of Macabre. I like that. That's a cool looking one. Growing Unrest. Attach to target player's mainframe whenever they install a RAM. Oh, it deals 1 damage to them? My wife loves this card. It's in the Dust Runner starter deck. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Run this to install 2 ram running. So the way that gear works is you'll see that I've got this little tab on the left and right? A single tab. Not every character, but most characters will have those little tabs that line up to them. You can see here Mad Hatter has 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 1 on the bottom, 3 on the top. Those are gear slots. The amount of tabs, that's the level. This has 1. It's a level 1 gear. So you can attach this anywhere that is 1 or above. It's Corpo. I'm putting that to the side. That's going in me deck. Phantom Ops. Ominous Deathbringer. I like this guy a lot. He's also in the starter deck. Run 2, run this, deal 4 damage to target player. The other thing is that he's a 5 cost, so he comes in a little bit later. And at that point in the game, there's a good chance that your opponent has a pretty good board state, right? So being able to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore everything and hit him for 4, I like that. Faceless Oni, another one of these guys. Firestarter. Cool. I'm curious, what TCGs have you guys been checking out? Quite a few popping up. I do want to check out the other Cyberpunk TCG. I don't know if the gameplay is quite my style, but I like the game. I like their card backs. Another Yacht Party, Generational Wealth, Insurance, the Devil. That card looks awesome. That's a nice looking card. A lot of terrors in this one. Ooh, Ed Card Counter. Whenever you roll a d20, put a 1/1 counter on Ed Card Counter. Whoa. If you ran this, if you got lucky, this is one of those like premium situations which just don't happen. But if you ran this with 3 Generational Wealths, you would roll 3 d20s, potentially get all that RAM, and he'd get 3 1/1 counters. Even if you weren't doing it with Generational Wealth, 2 costs, 2/2 with 4 equipment slots, that's not even bad on its own. I like that. Cryoblade Assassin, one of the coolest looking arts. Ooh, Hive Dynamics. Oh, I got the Nanobot mainframe. That's so cool. Oh, I would love to run a Nanobot deck. Oh, that sounds so fun. You know it's a good game when you're looking at cards and thinking of all the usages for it. I'm getting kind of excited. I like that. Also, nobody asked, but I mounted this to my Calyx behind me because it was on my desk and it was shaking the camera, so I'm proud of that. Happy that worked out. And yes, I'm just chucking them off the side. Another Blackout Boys, Static Blast, Memory Leak. Ooh, look at that. Trojan. Binary Blast, Eat Me, Bob. Another Nanobot. I think later I'm going to go through and pull out all my Nanobot cards. See how close I would be to making a deck. Ooh, Multiverse, QR. Environment, Foil. There can be any number of environments in play. Environments aren't destroyed when a new environment enters. When Multiverse leaves play, purge all other environments. Oh, I like that a lot. There's some fun stuff you could do with that. And of course, Megaroids. This is going to be super niche, but if anybody knows who Malibu Fitness is, that's what that makes me think of. Wait, hold up. In the best way possible. That's not a dig. Just the positive smile and all that. He plays Magic the Gathering. Maybe someday I can convert him. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I see a little foiling in the back, so I'm being extra careful. Claritex, Flux Cannon, Generational Wealth, Executive, Badlands Infantry, Mosh Pit. Damage can't be prevented. Nanobot Messenger. Okay, I like that. Crossfade. On net check, the active player may destroy 1 RAM they control to draw 1. It's not bad. Oh, shit! Okay, there's one card I know, and it's this card. I have to go show my wife.
Oh.
I pulled the serialized Hex Codemancer.
Wow.
So there's only 100 of these.
Uh-huh. And you pulled number 5?
I pulled number 5.
Wow. Nice, baby.
Thanks. Alright, now we're gonna put this back up here. Pause. I did not prep sleeves, so I'm grabbing some now. Oh my goodness. The serialized Hex Codemancer. There is a significance to the binary in the back. I'll butcher it if I try. It has something to do with the backers. The backers and their names in binary. And then another mainframe foil. So, we're just gonna gently sleeve that guy. That stays in that. Give it one of these. I cannot believe I just did that. My goodness. I don't know if I explained it. I might have been hyping up. There was 100, obviously, serialized Hex Codemancer, which is like the face of the game. And I got number 5. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right, now we're just gonna open up some other packs. There's no way these could be as exciting as that, but we will love them just the same. We have 1, 2, 3, I think we have 7, including this one left. The Grid, Hackathon, Phantom, Skin Smasher, Beatdown. I like this guy. This is a 1-cost equipment. Whenever the attached character attack hits a character, put 2 bleed counters on that character. On net check, each character controlled by the active player gets -1/-1 counter for each bleed they have. It's good. I like it a lot. And it's only level 1, so it's pretty easy to get on the field. I don't think I've seen this card. Wall of Death. On net check, put 1 Mosh counter on Wall of Death. If it has 2 or more Mosh counters, purge it. If you do, until end of turn, all characters must attack or block if able, and Thrash characters get +2/+2. That's pretty cool. I like that. Mainframe. I can't believe I just pulled that. That's going on the wall. Right now, I've got my Dao Chan level 3 CSR. Then down here, you can't see it. I'll show it after. My level 3 Diana Moonpiercer. Why did I say it like that? CSR from Grand Archive. I pulled that one at Grand Archive Worlds. That will forever be one of my best nerd moments. Dust Devil Initiative. Okay, Acid Rain, Script Kitty, Deep Diver, Brain Shredder, Malicious, tap to target character, I like that. Oh, another Alice. We got another Alice Dreamwalker. And another foil mainframe. This box has been pretty nice to me. I'm running out of spots for my rares. I can't believe I pulled that. It won't look like it because I edit my videos. But I've had to pause multiple times because I'm a little shaky. Tagger, Admin. What do we got? Mind Delver. Mystic. Take control of target character and opponent controls until end of turn. Refresh it and reboot its abilities. Ooh. Has a level 3 gear slot too. That's pretty good. Oh, it's an uncommon. Demon Shard. That's a cool looking one. Thrasher. Put 2 -1/-1 counters on attached character. Then deal 6 damage to up to 3 characters. It's a level 3 gear. That makes sense. That's an awesome card. And a rare. Ooh, another rare. Set 2, C2, Set 2 Simulation. On net check, the active player may purge a character they control to put a target Mystic character from the recycle bin into their hand. Oh, I like that too. And we've got some RAM. The next pack. Yacht Party, Scavenger, Darkstone, Black Hat, Anima Proxy, Serial Killer. Oh, that's a cool. Oh, I got a foil of the gear. Where'd it go? It's up here somewhere. Reveal yourself. Oh no, it's on my side pile. Chronos Maestro. Ooh, foil of the tower. I'm gonna put this down up here. Boonian War Driver. Overrun. Oh, whoa! 6 cost, 7, 8 with Overrun. Cybernetic Animal. That's cool. It's a giant mecha elephant. I can't wait to tell people I pulled that. It makes it even better now that I feel like I have a community around it. Stimpack, Claratex, Flux Cannon, the Plug, Back Alley Bruisers, Shredder, Bob, handful of Taros. That's a cool looking one. Celestial Channeler, Brain Shredder, Drive Saw. That looks awesome. Oh, that is brutal. That makes me think of the old Magic cards that were just brutal. And Meltdown, a Hacker Dust Runner mainframe. I like these dual faction mainframes. We are down to our final 2. Secret Drone, Stimpack, Claratex. Boardroom, Firewall. Ooh, the Spirit Realm. I haven't seen this. On enter, all characters in recycle bins that share a faction with their owner's mainframe are put into play under their owner's control with a spirit counter on them. Character's rem cost is set to 0. If they would leave play, purge them instead. When the Spirit Realm leaves play, purge all characters with spirit counters. That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, look at that. Cheshire Rar. That's good. In Spotlight, a Thrasher Corpo. Wow, that's not bad. That's pretty good. So the 2 synergy, once per turn install 1 running RAM. That's also pretty good. The standard Corpo one, your RAM comes in refresh as opposed to running. But the 4, it says instead install 1 running, which means that instead of once per turn, every time I destroy a character an opponent controls, I get to install a running RAM. And that's any criteria for destroying an opponent's character. Oh, I like that. This into like, I don't know, genocide or anything else. I like that. The final pack. Is Ellie Bean sleeping? Hold up, Brody will get some good luck. Ellie Bean, I need you to bless this. No, just tuck that. Do your thing. All right, that should be good. Thanks, Ellie Bean. Honestly, this could have nothing in it and I would be perfectly happy. I have a lot of cards. I need to sort them somehow. Find a way to store them nicely. Weep. Cartographer, Static Blast, Memory Leak, Scrapper, whoops, Overload, Nanobot Swarm, Nanobot Harvester, Big Cat, Drink Me, Mad Honey, White Knight. That is a cool looking card. I haven't seen that before. Red Knight. I like that. That looks awesome. Lugnut, Death Wish, Gigadyne Amp, and Fire Starter. I don't know how to end this. I didn't get this far. I'm happy. I will take it. Even without that card, I probably would have been pretty happy. I'm very happy with what's on the board here. A lot of really cool cards I haven't gotten to see. I'm really excited to try out some Nanobot stuff, some Cybernetic stuff, and of course get some of my sweet, sweet Corpo cards in my deck. I cannot believe we pulled this. That was awesome. Even if I hadn't pulled this, I would have been very happy. But I did. 5 of 100. That is awesome. Also, this is only my second long-form video, and it's very different from my first one. I also realized I wore the same shirt in both. Short-form content Cody wears only the black shirt. Long-form content Cody likes pink. But let me know what you think. I've wanted to do booster box unboxings before, but never really had a plan for long-form content. So I've just been splicing up a few polls here and there on shorts. I am in a stage of my channel where I am open to all input. Although I hope it's positive. If you haven't checked it out already, I highly suggest checking out some Neuroscape. You can play on Tabletop Simulator if that's more your jam, or if you want to try it out before spending money, which is fair. It's a really good game and it deserves more than just being cyber magic kind of thing, because it's not. It's a good game. I can't believe I pulled that card. That is all. Bye-bye.